On the Business Courier front page this week, powerful Cincinnati women. You might be surprised to hear that even in 2014, there are few females in the C-suite. In the centerpiece, saying no to the status quo. Managing editor Lisa Benson profiled 3 women who are coaching a generation of new female leaders to the top, and they want others to do the same. Jill Meyer is the only woman running a top Cincinnati law firm. Julia Poston is one of only 2 women running local accounting firms. And Leanne Liska is the only female CEO among Cincinnati's largest hospitals. In 2010, all CEOs at the former Health Alliance System hospitals were women. So what's changed or not when it comes to women at the top? And what are those who are there doing to groom others to follow in their footsteps? Lisa Benson joins Business Courier editor Rob Dahlmeyer in the studio with some insight on what she found. Rob and Lisa.
Thanks, Peg. Lisa Benson, managing editor. I work with her every day. She never, ever comes on the show. Why today?
I don't know, but there might be swarms of locusts, or it might be raining frogs on our drive home today.
You just, nobody else here really truly knows how big of a deal this is for me, because she hates television. I don't know what to tell you. The Business Courier this week did a big section on women in business. You wrote our cover story, a great cover story. You focused on 3 of these, really 3 of the biggest, most successful women in business in Cincinnati. Why did you pick them, and what were some of the things that you learned?
Well, if you look at some of the largest companies and organizations in Greater Cincinnati, there really are very few women who have risen to the top executive ranks. So I thought it would be really interesting to talk to some of those women who have made it, and that's Jill Meyer at Frost Brown Todd, Julia Poston at Ernst & Young, and Leanne Liska at UC Medical Center, just to find out what they think about the state of women in business in Cincinnati, and as well introduce us to some of the young professional women that they're coaching and mentoring to be that next generation of women who are coming behind them.
Yeah, the weird thing was that you had mentioned in the story, and that they had mentioned, is some of these women, when they got their jobs, there were even more women in their peer group. Now there isn't as many, so I feel like they've even taken this more seriously. What are some of the specific things they want to work on with these mentees, they call them, to help them sort of up the ladder?
What the women have talked about, the women that I talked to for the story talked about, there are a lot of things that you just don't get necessarily in law school or in accounting classes. Some of the softer skills that are really important for women to learn. You know, knowing how to read a room, or understanding how relationships work, and understanding those personal dynamics that aren't necessarily always natural for women to understand. And so they're serving as models to kind of show these women, you know, I've made it to the top. Here are some of the things that you can work on so that you can be successful too.
It does seem like a huge commitment that these women are making, on both sides, frankly. Anything surprising when you were interviewing these 6 women?
All of the women across the board said to be a successful woman in business, you need to have a mentor. You need to have mentors. But what surprised me was that they said they don't always have to be just female mentors. It's really important to find male mentors as well, so that you get that diversity of opinion to become sort of a more well-rounded executive and become more successful.
Yeah, it was a really wonderful story, and I hope everybody does check it out in the newest edition of the Courier. And I'm so happy that Lisa came here. This is a really big day for me. Anyway.
Happy to be here.
Thank you. Peg, back to you.
Thanks, Rob and Lisa. I think Lisa needs to come back.